そんな。なんで私の帯が切られるの？高度も上がってるの。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down the most impactful scenes from this modern juggernaut of anime so far. Number 10. Cutting the boulder. Training to become a demon slayer is demanding, to say the least. If you want to graduate to cutting the heads off of demons, you've first got to cut a giant rock in half. This proves to be quite the challenge for Tanjiro. Thankfully, he's got some assistance from the likes of Sabito and Makomo, two other students who seem determined to push him to the limits. After tirelessly training himself, Tanjiro is finally able to best Sabito in a spar, only to discover that he's actually sliced the boulder in half in the process. Turns out a little assistance from the afterlife was all he needed. Number 9. Tanjiro vs. Hand Demon. All that extensive training couldn't have come at a better time, as Tanjiro's examination to enter the Demon Slayer Corps is interrupted by the arrival of an unwelcome guest, the monster responsible for the death of Urokudaki's previous students. While it's larger and sturdier than other demons, the multitude of hands finds itself lacking against Tanjiro's newfound mastery of water breathing. Avenging his fellow sword students and gaining himself entry into the Corps in a single slash, this fight was an early standout. Number 8. The Hashira unites.
元へ来た。今、目の前に、鬼物児、無惨。
It's the beginning of the end. After using himself as bait to draw out the elusive king of demons, Ubuyashiki kicks off the Demon Slayer's final assaults against their ultimate enemy by blowing himself and his family up in the most epically animated explosion to date. Wounded and weakened, Muzan finds himself ensnared in a brutal trap as he's set upon by all the remaining Hashira. Unfortunately, it's not that easy, as he unleashes his ace in the hole by pulling every Demon Slayer member into the Infinity Castle with the sole intention of massacring them all in a single night.
Hinokami Kagura!
It's one of the most hype precursors to a final battle you'll ever see. Number 7. Tanjiro vs. Enmu. Imbued with Muzan's blood, the last of the remaining lower moons sets out to entrap and kill as many demon slayers as possible, leading him to coming into direct confrontation with Tanjiro and company, able to conjure illusions so potent and realistic that the only way to escape them is to take your own life. You'd think Enmu would be downright invincible. Too bad he made the fatal decision of trying to use projections of Tanjiro's murdered family against him. The result is a blitz of breathtaking techniques, as Enmu ends up meeting his end twice, as both a demon and a mutated train. Number 6. Muzan kills lower moons. Failure is not something that Muzan tolerates, and following Rui's demise, he decides that it's time for the lower moons to be stripped of their ranks and ejected from the premise via a swift slaughter.
お前は私に指図した。死に値する。
Summoning a fleshy sentient appendage to devour them one by one, Muzan shows no mercy. No matter what they do, no matter how they bleed, they all end up as stains on the Infinity Castle's floor. Save for Enmu, who chooses the only correct option of feeding Muzan's ego. When in doubt, go full simp. Number 5, Tanjiro vs Rui. For many, this was the moment where Demon Slayer became something truly special. Facing down Rui and his pretend family of demon spider hybrids, Tanjiro ends up cut to shreds while Nezuko is rendered immobile. Thanks to a last-second flashback to his father's parting words, Tanjiro taps into the hidden arts of Hinokami Kagura, a form of breathing easily able to put Rui on the ropes.
Hinokami Kagura!
Paired with stellar animation and a gorgeous soundtrack, seeing Tanjiro and Nezuko's bond cleave through the lower moon was an outright spectacle. Number 4, Nezuko vs Daki. While she possesses one hell of a kick, Nezuko had never been much of a fighter compared to her demon-killing brother, at least until she was pushed too far by a certain wicked courtesan. After Daki nearly kills Tanjiro, Nezuko's own demonic blood awakens, triggering a transformation that pushes her well into the realm of an upper moon. With minimal efforts, she takes Daki to task, brutally breaking her apart with kicks and punches alone. To say the whole beatdown made for a satisfying watch would be a colossal understatement. Number 3, Rengoku vs Akaza. Gone but not forgotten, the Flame Hashira burned beyond brightly, especially during his climactic fight against the third upper moon.
俺は俺の責務を全うする
Taking on the might of Akaza's instant regeneration and blistering blows, Rengoku matched his pace every step of the way thanks to his insane sword skills, though even he couldn't stop the accumulative damage from bringing him to the brink. And yet, he continued to blaze forward. Even getting a fist jammed through his guts didn't finish him off, and had Akaza not chickened out at the first sign of sunlight, Rengoku would have ended him then and there. His fire may have faded, but his memory continues to flicker long after Mugen Train's end.
立派にできましたよ。
Number 2, Nezuko burns. Tanjiro's drive to keep his sister safe and turn her back into a human has been the cornerstone of this character all throughout the series. So what happens when he's put into an impossible position where he has to choose between her life and the lives of other innocents? As the Upper Moon Hantengu sets upon a group of swordsmiths, Nezuko is exposed to sunlight, which proceeds to rapidly burn her. Caught in the throngs of a panic attack and unable to choose between protecting her or saving others, Tanjiro's decision is ultimately made for him when Nezuko kicks him into action. Thankfully, despite the trauma of watching her go up in flames, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. As it's revealed, Nezuko has developed an immunity to sunlight and regained the ability to speak. Good, because we couldn't have handled the alternative. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Everyone vs Gyutaro and Daki. The final battle in the entertainment district against the demonic Upper Moon siblings was a non-stop adrenaline ride, with Ufotable going all out with their unlimited budget works. You've got Uzui coming in clutch to save Tanjiro, trading blow for blow with Gyutaro and leaving non-stop explosions in their wake. All the while Zenitsu lets loose with god-tier speed to nearly send Daki flying into the stratosphere. This all culminates in the boys going full-on pencil sketch as they push past their wounds and follow through with a dual decapitation. Which moment from Demon Slayer lives rent-free in your head? Let us know in those comments below.